y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch 'cause you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating 'cause ice on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist. Watch out for this, I never switch, you never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist,
all on my wrist, AOB, just all off of getting money since I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long, say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex slick, then hit with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back and then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Mike, ready? You ready?
They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. Another good carry there for the NFL's second leading rusher, and we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
But I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's first or second or even third in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
Elliott on first down, going to get about 3 before he's taken down. A gain of 3, second down. For Zeke, one of first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his second rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League.
Hey, team 6, team 6. Check right 54, right 54.
from the 45 on second down. Breeze gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Ready. Yellow lady.
54 Mike. Come on, G.
On one.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Nice touch.
Breeze going to try and throw on third down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
54 Mike.
They run with a former Viking and Raider. It's Latavius Murray. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ready.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
You better free. I'm letting you know right now. You better free.
Hey, easy.
Check. Check. Mike.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ezekiel Elliott, his 21st touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Makes the score 6-7. Titans nothing.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Set. Yellow lady. Yellow lady.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Alert. Look at him.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And right away, he lost the foot. And this will be recovered at least by the offense, but he'll be taken down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
Let's go, fellas.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Man, let's get that ball, Dan. Let's get that ball right here. He's checking. Crash. Check.
You're good. Like full. Ready. Like good.
Now Elliott. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And he finds Cook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Jared Cook is a guy who's been around the NFL. He's been with the Titans, the Rams, the Packers, and the last 2 years in Oakland. Now he makes a move to the Big Easy, where he pairs with Drew Brees and forms a nice little threat.
54's Mike. 54's Mike.
Hey, high 7.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Hey, watch that. Watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the backer. Watch the backer. Right there.
My mate.
Right there. Right there. 54.
Right there.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. All right, here we go.
Snap comes at 1. And now Brees. Now Brees lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check 31, check 31.
Hey, Q. Let it catch.
On second down now, it's Elliott. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Ready. 95-56. 95-56.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
From midfield, here's Brees. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. After 1, it's 9-0.
Will Lutz on for the field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Derrick Henry. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pick.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Tight end's right. 3 down, 3 down.
White.
Check. 3 down, 3 down.
The shotgun snap for Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Randy Gregory has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On second down, it's Elliott. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
That's it, baby.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
You're good, you're good. Right forward, ready.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Hey, easy.
Shift, man. Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Shift, shift. Shift.
Easy, opposite.
SOS.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you.
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Jeffrey Simmons, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Kill.
Mike 5'9",
Breeze now. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Mike 5'4",
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. 10th carry now for Elliott. Tackle made by Kenny Vaccaro.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Mike 5'4", Mike 5'4", Mike 5'4". Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. 54 is Mike.
11.
54, watch 54. Here we go. Hey, one set.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Breeze. And Josh Hill has it. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Check.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. Stays on his feet. Wesley Woodyard there on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here I come.
5'9".
They'll try the right side with Elliott. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
I got you, son. Watch out.
Easy, opposite.
Check.
Ready, second.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ezekiel Elliott. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. Here's Stafford. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
3 buzz. Hey, switch gears. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
To throw again, Stafford. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Set to kick off.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll toss it to Henry. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. The safety, T.J. Ward, in on the stop. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Stafford. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Randy Gregory in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control.
Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, an even 90 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was...
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. And the Titans pick it up. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I rarely question anyone's effort on the field. But normal, you give up a touchdown like that, a long-distance play, there's usually not a lot of resistance on the extra point. In this case, though, boy, they bowed their backs and got after it, didn't they?
A little revenge. Nicely done.
Yeah, way to go. Get in there, block it, and show them that they're still fighting.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Stafford. He gets it to Humphries. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 23 yards the pickup there. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is Henry. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
From the 50, it's Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And that's caught inside the 20.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard going.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They start on the ground with Elliott. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Nashville. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Murray running right. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Well, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
First down.
So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Elliott. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
11.
Check, 59. Watch the run, watch the run.
On 2nd and 12, Breeze. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Randy Gregory racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary can really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense, great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Third and long, it's Stanford. Completes it to Davis. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. From the 50, Stafford sets up the screen to Lewis. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13.
Check 99, check 99.
Go.
Stafford looks to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Throwing to Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
47's the mic, boys.
Easy. Hey. Stay 50.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. It's caught. Humphreys. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Check hot route. Hot.
Over.
Alert 3.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Again, it's Elliott. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down.
Here we go. Right there. 50.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Here we go. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Marcus Davenport in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now Stafford. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a 2-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately that might be the play that ends up deciding this game.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
Here we go.
Keep going, boys. Mike 5.
Breeze going to throw here. That one complete to Elliott. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
An 8-yard pickup. First down.
Ready. Yellow lady.
On first, here's Washington. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So this one...